for a day and a night. On the morning of the next day, you would come to a place below the Banaisi Gard, where the Lake Vinivanvar lies deep and mysterious under the tall, frowning, red sandstone escarpment. And if you were to walk around the lake, at one point you'd see a boulder, quite a large boulder. Now, that boulder marks the entrance to the fairy hall that lies deep below the lake of Vinivanvar. And if you're there on a particular night and you listen very, very carefully, just maybe you could hear in silence the laughter of the elves. You can't see them now, you can't visit them now. And this is why. The elves, some years ago, the king of the elves used to have an idea that his people and our people could mix, and mix freely and happily, and with no conflict, with no fighting, with no war. And to help him get closer to this desirable peace, once a month, on the night of the full moon, he used to invite the people of the nearby village to come to a party in the elf hall. And on the night of the full moon, the villagers would put on their best clothes and they would walk in procession up the track that leads from the village. And it's quite a stony track in places, and it runs over streams. It's not a short distance, you have to walk a decent way. But all that way, in their best finery, they would walk on the night of the full moon. And they would walk around the lake of Vinivanvar until they reached this boulder. And at the boulder would stand an elf in full gear. He'd have the helmet, the shining scale armour, the tall spear. And when the villagers arrived, he would tap the boulder with his spear 3 times. And when he did so, with a crack, the boulder would open. And a wide flight of stairs, lit by many, many candles, would be revealed. And the villagers in procession would go down the steps, down into the elf hall, down into the big, mighty hall that lies below the lake. And there, the Lord of the Elves would welcome them, and there would be tables set out full of the most marvellous foods, other tables groaning with the flagons and the bottles of alcohol and other drinks. And right in the centre of the hall was the masterpiece, a glass tree. Every tiny leaf had been cast in glass by a master craftsman. It was a marvel. In the spring, glass fruits would hang from the boughs. Now, the Lord of the Elves had not total power over his people. His council did not approve of inviting the human villagers to mix with them and to share their revels, to share the dancing and the feasting once a month. And the council made a bargain with the Lord of the Elves that this could only go on as long as the villagers obeyed this one rule. And this one rule was that however much time they spent in the Hall of the Elves, however much fun they had, whoever they danced with, whatever they ate, they could take nothing away, apart obviously from the food and drink they'd eaten, but they could take nothing away from the Elf Hall, ever. Now it so happened that on this one particular full moon, as the villagers got ready and dressed themselves in their finery, in one farm, there was no dressing going on, for the farmer's wife had fallen sick. And she was unwell, really unwell. And she had said to her husband, "It's the night of the full moon. The party in the elf hall will be going on. I cannot go. I'm just too unwell. I can't make a walk. Much as I'd love to go. I'm going to miss the feasting. I'm going to miss the dancing. I'm going to miss the music, the fine music. But I can't go. So you must go for me." memory. I tell you, something that I can look at for next month, and we'll take it back then. And the husband said to his wife, but you know the rule. The Lord of the Elves has set one rule for us, that we must take nothing from the elf hall. But his wife was very beautiful. And she looked at him with all her love in her eyes. And he looked back at her and said, I can't refuse you. So he went and he joined the procession of the villagers